That's a tough question. It's sort of a hot button topic, especially in comedy circles. It's hard for me to answer that. I'm a big believer in free speech. I think you should be allowed to say anything you want. From a personal viewpoint, I mean, there's definitely lines that I would not cross. I don't go into politics at all just because I learned pretty quickly that alienates half of your fan base. Even if it's an innocuous political joke, people will get really mad. So, you know, I do feel like there's some times when people get a little bit more offended. It's sort of like, especially in our online culture, people get addicted to being offended. Like, they look for things to be offended by. And some things probably are very offensive, and some things are probably better left unsaid. But, you know, I think there's maybe I would say there's maybe a little bit more of that currently in our culture than I'd personally like. I can't point to any one particular incident. I mean, you know, certainly with social media, I found out really quickly if I tweet something, you know, if I always have to ask myself, like, how many people will think I'm like being completely earnest and don't understand this is like irony, you know? Because that's the thing with online media is like there's always going to be somebody that doesn't get the fact that you're a comedian, you're telling a joke, you're goofing, and every viewpoint you put out there is not necessarily how you really feel. It's comedy. There's always going to be somebody, and I can't be ruled by that mentality because, you know, this is what I do for a living. But at the same time, you have to be cognizant of the fact that there are people out there that don't get it.